Welcome back. It's Miss B, and you are watching me on Miss B Academy. So I want to talk to you about Friday. So Friday was the last day of the first week back to school for teachers. On Friday, it's a half day. So we come in at 7 and we leave at 11:30. As always, come to work on time. Was able to clock in, do my job to the best of my ability, stayed in the library, mind my business, right? Minding my business at all time, and went home to the life that I was blessed with. So let's talk about the minding my own business. So people came into the library so if you remember in my last video, I talked about the decorations that were bought by the people in the lobby but delivered to the librarian so that she could do it, and the librarian didn't do it because she had other things that she needed to do. So on Friday, when I came in to the library, the cleaners made their way into the library to take the decorations back to the people in the lobby. The librarian came in and she asked the young lady, where were the decorations? And the young lady said, oh, they're back up at the lobby. And I can tell that was a relief on her. That was a huge, huge, huge relief on her, because as a librarian, you have tons of things that you need to get done. So doing somebody else's work is just not cool, right? That whole day, people were coming in and out of the library. So I just made it a point to just not be there. Like, I just literally felt like not being there. Another young lady came in shortly after that, because apparently this is a young lady, God bless her. Her mom and her dad died in the same exact year, this year. Her father died first, and then she had to go back for her mother. And I know that had to be very difficult. I don't know what it's like to not have both of my parents. I only know what it's like to only have one. I have my mom, my dad, God rest his soul, is no longer with us. But she lost both of her parents in 1 year. So that had to be beyond difficult. So my heart just went out to her. Over the summer, her daughter got married. And so in some cultures, when people get married, they come around and they bring sweets and stuff. When I was in South Korea, when their child made it to 100 days old, right? Lived to be 100 days old, everybody gets gifts, and it can, be anything. It could be like, I don't know, money, or something from a store, like jewelry. It could be food, anything, right? So here, when people get married, people bring sweets, like chocolates and dates and other kinds of pastries and things to share. It's early in the morning. I don't usually eat chocolates and stuff like that. And I wasn't, I'm not really close to this young lady. So I just figured I would just decline it. I said, congratulations, and you're well, and kept it moving. But the whole day, people just kept coming in and coming in and coming in. So what I love about being here, I don't first of all, I want to compare it to the Caribbean, but the Caribbean is so much better than where I am right now, because it's naturally lush and green, and there's fun, and there's all kinds of other things that you can do there that you can't do here. I mean, you can do it, but people would look at you kind of strangely. But what I mean is, I guess I'll just say this: in the Caribbean, things are much more slower paced, right? And not because they're slow, it's just because things are just, things get done, but they get done at their own pace. So those decorations I was talking about, on Friday, everybody and their grandmother was scrambling, running around, trying to find stuff to decorate the classrooms. I haven't been well since I've been back. There's been a bit of fluctuation in the weather that has really just taken a toll on my body. Like I said, I went from, dry heat to wet heat to rainstorms and tornado warnings to forest fires, smoke, back to wet heat, rainstorms, and tornado warnings, and then right back to the dry heat. And so each city in this country has different weather. Where my school is located, this week we've gotten everything. It was gloomy and it was gloomy, overcast, partially rain. Like 15 minutes, you come in the morning. As you're coming towards the city my school is in, it is dark, it's overcast, there's a little bit of rain. 15 minutes later, the sun is shining, it's heating up. 15 minutes later, it's gloomy, it's overcast. The weather, it's just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I mean, it's just like 1 minute is 99 degrees, and the next minute is 110 degrees, and 1 minute is 97 degrees, and the next minute is like 113. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot, and so it's been taking a toll on me. So I haven't been running around doing anything. I have been praying, resting, sleeping, talking to my big bro, because he's a nurse practitioner, basically he's a doctor, and just, monitoring my symptoms, and just, trying to just get some overall rest, because that's what I need, is just rest. My body, I've been on the move, and I'm 47. I know I don't look like I'm 47, but I'm 47, and so I need the rest, like, you know what I'm saying? So I've just been like resting. And so people were, running in and out of the library, to use certain things to like decorate their classrooms. I didn't decorate my classroom because, to be honest with you, I want the kids. This classroom belongs to these kids. They're the ones that's going to be in it all day, every day, and have to look at these walls. I'm not putting anything on these walls because I want them to do it. This is your learning space. I want it to be more comfortable for you. Bring your artwork, bring whatever it is that you want to do. We'll create some stuff on the day, in class, so that we can, so that your learning space is your learning space. Growing up as a child in a regular school, the schools I went to, like, their classroom was decorated beautifully. Colors, it was lively, it was warm, it was welcoming. They were like, okay, this is the reading section, and this is the listening section, and this is the section that we gather together, and this is the section that we do the projects. And we had different sections. I live in a small town. There's probably about maybe 50 people in this town. So when I tell you the schools are the classrooms are small, they are very, 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 very claustrophobic small. Okay? And so for me, I'm like, let me just let y'all do this, and I can also use this as a part of their assessment, because if they do artwork, that gives them, having them draw something and then having them write a story about it, that's an assessment. Like, I can use that for an assessment. That's assessment number 1, right? So that's what I'm going to do. The librarian went home early, right? And as she went home early, everything just kind of died down, right? And I just had the library all to myself, in which you'll see all of what I did was, while I was in the library, I recorded all of the messages, all of the videos from Tuesday to Thursday. That's why you see me wearing, the same clothes. And then today, it's Saturday, but I'll be I'm talking about Friday, but I'm filming it on Saturday, and I'll post it, later on. But I will say one thing. The room that I got kicked out of, that art room, they're doing something with that room. I don't know what it's going to be, and I couldn't care less what it's going to be. All I know is I'm going to mind my business and go home to the life I was blessed with. So other than that, Friday was an absolute amazing day. Monday is the first day back for students. I will let you know how that goes. Oh, before I wrap up, let me just say something else. So we're down an English teacher because one resigned. She taught 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay? Now, you would think that I would be the first one to know what classes I'm going to be teaching. But apparently nobody thought that that I should find out. Guess who told me what classes I'm teaching? The students. See, in this country, these kids know everything before the teachers. That's how important teachers are. Kids know before the teachers. So the lead teacher is only going to be teaching 3 classes. 10 advanced, 11, and 12. Guess how many classes Miss B is going to be teaching? 7, 8, 9 general, 9 advanced, and then 10 advanced. How nice, right? And whoever's coming in, they're only going to be teaching 4, 5, and 6. A little bit unbalanced much? Isn't that imbalanced? Right, okay. We're going to roll with the punches. Right? We're going to roll with the punches, right? Now I know what's happening. All right. Am I happy about it? Absolutely not. But this is the job. It's not my life. This is what I do to pay the bills. Right? It's what I do to pay the bills. So, my international community who want speaking practice, I want you to keep your eye out. I'm working on something to share with you so that we can work one-on-one Zoom calls 3 times a week, 1 hour speaking practice with Miss B. Keep your eyes peeled. I will be putting something together, and I'll be putting it into the description box below. I don't have it there now, but stay tuned. That's what's coming next. So I'm going to go home, right? But before I do, for those of you who work on Sunday and Saturday, go to work on time. Do your job to the best of your ability. Mind your business at all times and go home to the life you've been blessed with. And I will see you in the next video.